Sales of Tesla's Model Y and Model 3 have seen an unexpected rise in the US recently, leaving many wondering what exactly is fueling this sudden surge. A major reason could be tied to the federal tax credit, which currently shaves $7,500 off the purchase of these vehicles. With that incentive set to expire next month, buyers may be rushing to secure their cars before the extra cost is tacked back on. At the same time, there's another factor quietly building anticipation in the background: Tesla's upcoming Model 2, a much more affordable option that is expected to launch this November with a base price of only $15,990. For comparison, that's less than half the cost of today's Model Y or Model 3, and many potential buyers are choosing to wait for this budget-friendly Tesla instead of committing to a higher-priced model now. Some have even questioned why anyone would pay $40,000 to $50,000 for a Model Y when a car of similar size and design will soon be available for around $16,000. That being said, it really depends on what type of Tesla experience a buyer is looking for. If someone values premium features, top-notch comfort, and a polished driving experience, the Model Y is still the smarter choice right now. On the other hand, those who don't mind giving up a few luxuries in exchange for price may find the Model 2 a much better fit, especially since deliveries are expected to begin in the first quarter of 2026 following its reveal. Excitement is already growing thanks to leaks and early reports that have shed light on what Tesla has cut back on and what innovations it has kept in order to make this ultra-low price possible. Tesla has never been known as a budget automaker. Its vehicles, from the Model S and X to even the more accessible Model 3, carry a premium reputation. The idea of a Tesla priced under $16,000 was once unthinkable, making it natural for many to doubt whether such a car could really exist. After all, building a cheaper car is not as simple as stripping away a few features. It requires a highly efficient production system, strict cost controls, and smart design choices to keep everything streamlined without sacrificing too much functionality. Interestingly, rumors have suggested that Tesla engineers studied vehicles like the Honda Civic to understand how affordable cars are manufactured efficiently. Elon Musk reportedly realized that Honda uses the same production lines for its Civic as it does for more expensive models, rather than creating a separate line just for budget cars. That observation may have shaped Tesla's strategy. The Model 2 could share up to 80% of its design and production process with the Model Y, with no real size differences, only simplifications to bring the price down. If this is true, the Model 2 could deliver a familiar Tesla feel while being drastically cheaper. Leaked reports have pointed out that Tesla has implemented over 20 cost-saving measures, ranging from interior material choices to structural adjustments, to make this car feasible. Of course, these cost reductions will not please everyone. Textile seats, for example, will replace vegan leather, offering less comfort and being harder to clean. The panoramic glass roof is gone, so the cabin will feel less airy. Single-layer acoustic glass will mean more road noise, and the ambient lighting will be limited to one color, making the cabin less customizable. Even the audio system will have fewer speakers, so the entertainment experience won't match that of higher-end Teslas. These compromises make it clear that the Model 2 isn't meant to rival the luxury of the Model Y but rather to make Tesla ownership accessible to millions more people. Where things get truly interesting is in the battery technology. Initially, many assumed Tesla would use lithium iron phosphate, LFP, batteries in the Model 2, as it has done in lower-cost variants of the Model 3 and Model Y. LFP batteries are affordable, stable, and widely used across the industry. But new leaks suggest Tesla may be taking a different path, moving toward aluminum-ion batteries, an option that could slash costs even further while offering several major advantages over traditional lithium-based designs. If true, this would mark Tesla's first-ever move away from lithium altogether, a significant shift given how central lithium has been to the EV industry since its inception. The reasoning behind this shift is easy to understand when you look at the numbers. Lithium prices have been highly volatile, with costs spiking dramatically in recent years. Musk himself has openly criticized the unpredictability of lithium markets, which have at times seen five-fold price increases. With Tesla aiming to make the Model 2 the most mass-produced car in its lineup, millions of units per year, the economics simply don't work if battery costs remain tied to expensive and scarce lithium. Aluminum, on the other hand, is abundant, cheap, and stable in price, making it a far more practical choice for a budget car. What makes aluminum-ion batteries even more appealing is their performance profile. Instead of relying on lithium ions that carry a single positive charge, aluminum ions carry 3, which allows them to transfer more energy in each cycle. This translates into higher efficiency and faster energy movement within the cell. Prototypes have already shown energy densities of up to 500 watt-hours per kilogram, which is roughly double that of the best lithium-ion batteries on the market today. For the Model 2, this means that even with a smaller pack, likely in the range of 50 to 55 kilowatt-hours, it could still deliver a very respectable range. Current predictions suggest around 260 miles for the standard version, with a possible longer-range variant available at a higher price. Cost is another huge advantage. Aluminum-ion batteries are estimated to cost between $60 and $70 per kilowatt-hour, compared to around $100 per kilowatt-hour for LFP packs. This difference means a 50 kilowatt-hours aluminum-ion battery could be $2,000 cheaper to produce than its lithium counterpart. With Tesla aiming for unprecedented production volumes, those savings would add up to billions of dollars. Factor in the global availability of aluminum, mined in over 40 countries compared to lithium's concentrated and unstable supply chain, and the choice becomes even more compelling. Charging speed could be where aluminum-ion batteries truly shine. Tests have shown they can handle charging speeds far beyond current lithium-ion capabilities, with some prototypes reaching 1,000 kilowatts and recharging fully in as little as 3 minutes. While the Model 2 likely won't hit those experimental figures, even a real-world charging speed of 250 to 350 kilowatts would mean reaching 80% charge in about 10 to 15 minutes. That's faster than today's Teslas and could make the Model 2 the company's quickest charging car. When combined with Tesla's ever-growing supercharger network, this advantage could go a long way toward easing range anxiety, particularly for first-time EV buyers. Durability is another selling point. Aluminum-ion batteries are projected to last up to 10,000 cycles, which equates to about 20 years of use, far beyond the 7 years or so expected from many lithium-ion packs. This longer life translates into better resale value, reduced replacement costs, and lower overall ownership expenses. The chemical stability of aluminum also contributes to safety and longevity, as aluminum naturally forms a protective oxide layer that prevents degradation. In contrast, lithium is far more reactive, which has long been a challenge for battery makers. Safety, in fact, might be one of the strongest reasons to embrace aluminum-ion technology. Traditional lithium batteries have been plagued by risks of overheating, fires, and explosions. Aluminum-ion designs use a non-flammable electrolyte that remains stable up to 200 degrees Celsius, dramatically reducing the chance of thermal runaway. Tests have shown that these batteries can endure punctures, crushing, and even short circuits without catching fire. For a mass-market vehicle like the Model 2, this could be a decisive factor in consumer confidence. Of course, aluminum-ion batteries aren't perfect. Their performance tends to drop in extremely cold conditions, with efficiency losses of 10 to 20% when temperatures dip below -20 degrees Celsius. This is a challenge Tesla will need to overcome if it wants the Model 2 to succeed globally, particularly in colder climates. Still, the potential benefits are enormous. Faster charging, longer life, safer chemistry, lower costs, and abundant raw materials all align perfectly with Tesla's mission to accelerate the transition to sustainable transport. The battery story alone makes the Model 2 intriguing, but Tesla has also been strategic in its overall approach to this car. By reusing much of the Model Y's design and production setup, Tesla avoids the need to create an entirely new vehicle architecture from scratch. While some enthusiasts may be disappointed by a lack of fresh styling, this strategy drastically reduces costs and timelines. Many established automakers already use modular platforms across different models, from Mercedes and BMW to Rivian. Even Tesla itself has seen criticism that the Model 3 and Model Y look too similar, yet that has hardly slowed sales. For most buyers, particularly those drawn to the Model 2, affordability will outweigh design originality. In the end, the Tesla Model 2 represents a bold new chapter. It won't be the most luxurious or feature-rich car in the lineup, but that's not its purpose. It's meant to make Tesla ownership available to a far larger audience than ever before, at a price point that undercuts nearly every competitor. With its innovative aluminum-ion battery, streamlined design, and cost-conscious approach, it could reshape the EV landscape just as the Model 3 did years ago. Whether buyers will accept the trade-offs and features remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: Tesla is preparing to shake the industry once again, this time by making electric vehicles truly affordable for the masses.